do dental toxins play a role in impacting the immune system? And what do people need to know about whatever dental work they've had done in their mouths, especially related to cancer?
Oral health, poor oral health issues is the number one, still rarely looked at, but it is the number one issue for people with cancer, looked at some of the more expensive, exclusive, if you will, clinics in the world, right? It is not pervasively done yet to this day, even with all the educational programs, even within integrative medicine. I have made this quite well known, where millions have literally now watched at this point since 2015, the Oral Health Summit that I put together. Poor oral health issues are the number one most overlooked health issue in conventional and integrative medicine. You have to look at the mouth first. It has a huge impact on the immune system. And again, the immune system's not screaming at you tomorrow because you have bleeding gums. A little blood in the sink. Jonathan, don't be so dramatic. Don't overreact so much. I have one little mercury, base silver filling in my mouth. Come on, I go to work every day. I've got this cancer diagnosis, this thing on my skin or something. They're going to just cut it away. Everything is downplayed in Western medicine, and no one understands enough yet. They don't appreciate how constant the stress is on the immune system. Going all the way back to the beginning, Nathan, the distractions to our immune system are tremendous forever. Chemicals you talked about, poor diet, poor lifestyle choices, and a toxic mouth constantly distract the immune system from doing its job, its main function, right? To keep us happy, healthy, and whole, to go after those to go after those cancer cells, to go after those really nasty things. But if it's constantly battling heavy metal toxicity, which is the mercury-based silver fillings, over 50% of it is toxic metals, mercury, nickel, lead. You're mixing it with your saliva. It's swallowed. It's going into your digestive system. It's boring holes in your gut over time. Hello, leaky gut. The digestive system goes south. Your immune system is housed in your digestive system. Your digestive system does not start in the stomach, small intestines, and large intestines. It starts up here, upstairs, in your mouth. So your gum disease, your mercury-based silver fillings, your fully infected root canal treated teeth. Nathan, I'm going to give you a quick story. I had a conversation a few days ago down here in Florida. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but the general theme was mind-blowing to me, and I've been doing this for years. We're in Southwest Florida, hanging out with this woman. We don't even know her much at all. She gets to know my wife and I, and she starts talking to us, and she's got us all figured out. We're these organic people that are into natural health and natural living. And Nathan, she thinks it's pretty cool, and we're having a great conversation. But all of a sudden, she starts opening up about how she lost her husband. Throat, some weird cancer. Now, we're not really too sure, right? Because she's dancing around in her mouth, in the throat, somewhere in there, he got cancer and died. And she's very sad, and we don't know, she's getting into it. We don't know her that well. But we're listening to her. Didn't smoke, didn't heavily drink, none of those things. But at the end, we said, poor oral health can be an issue and blah, 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 blah. Mercury-based root canal. She stopped like she saw a ghost, Nathan. He's 15 years passed away. She misses him dearly. His mouth was a wreck. That's what she told us, Nathan. And nobody ever said anything before. That blew me away because it just really made me appreciate and understand how much this word is not getting out, that the toxicity in your mouth is pouring into your lymphatics, your digestive system, your bodily fluids, your blood is getting toxic. Going back to Thomas Lodi, when you have cancer in a stomach, a liver, a lung, whatever, you have cancer throughout your whole body. when you have stage 4 or stage 1 cancer somewhere, or stage 4 cancer even, you have stage 4 everywhere. Your fluids are toxic. Why aren't people being told this? Don't get angry. Don't get upset. Just understand what I'm trying to tell you. Western medicine is totally not there. And even integrative medicine is overlooking it too much. Here's some herbs, here's this and that. And I'm not making fun of it. I'm not putting it down. But man, when you're talking about cancer, you better clean up those areas. And another quick story was a doctor who I interviewed as part of my event, who I know on a personal level greatly. He was near death. It was time to check out. He had done everything else, Nathan. Spiritual healers. He had a lot of money. He flew people in from Europe. He did juice fasting, juice feasting, organic foods, herbs, supplements. He did it all. And he had a mass, and he was an athlete. And he ended up growing this massive tumor in his gut, pressing up against everything, and pain up the wazoo. He had already been told, you know, you should clean up your mouth. All right, whatever. Didn't do it for a year, long time. In the end, he said, you got to do this. He went, he had his entire mouth cleaned up towards the end of his life, where it's like almost hopeless, right? And 7 weeks go by with massive pain in his gut like he never had before. He gets another test because his wife said, if you don't do the test, you're getting out of the house. I can't stand living with you anymore. I just can't take this. And the doctor says, what did you do? He thought, my God, this thing has gone to another level and tomorrow I'm going to be dead. Instead, he says, I can't find your massive football tumor anymore. What? Then what's all this pain I've been going through? He said the doctor, a conventional doc, said it must have been the tumor tearing away from your tissue and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking the whole time. He can't even find the cancer anymore. And that was because he got rid of his mercury-based overfillings now and the root canal treated teeth that were infected. He cleaned those out as well. You've got to get a good biological dentist, someone that preferably is trained from a good organization like the International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology, IAOMT.com. You can look that up, search. You may have to travel, but it is worth it. You've got to clean it up in a safe, effective way. And I'm not saying that in all cases, you just clean this up and your cancer will just disappear. That's not what I'm saying. But if you've been trying a lot of things and you're still struggling with high inflammatory markers and your cancer is not fading away, and you've got that concern that things are not going in the right direction, I'm telling you, part of the whole kit, if you will, is to have that mouth as clean as possible. There's a lot of at-home things you can do as well, but the major stuff has got to be dealt with.